The Renaissance, or Renaissance for any American viewers, is dated between 1400 and 1600 AD and marks the second half of what we call the early period of Western music. The Renaissance was a huge shakeup of creative thought in the Western world, with 14th century Florence at the epicenter. This was largely due to the relative political and economic stability of the time, as well as the spreading of literacy and education. There's an apparent understanding of perspective and geometry in artworks, a rethinking of diplomacy and politics, and we also work out how to manufacture concrete, so that's also good. The increased demand for music as a form of entertainment was something which could be exploited commercially. And this extended to the home, where families began to perform music, sing and dance recreationally. Families began to own keyboards and other instruments, and richer families would hire virtuoso musicians to play for them privately. A madrigal is a secular vocal composition, usually unaccompanied, with around 3 to 6 voices, often singing in polyphony. Unaccompanied choral music was popular at this time, but instruments also continued to develop. Instrumental music would also develop, but so to summarize, the Renaissance was the period in which music and the arts, usually used as forms of worship, became accessible to a mainstream audience from home. A lesser focus on worship is what allowed artists to pursue their individual talents for their own sake.